In September 1877, the legendary Lakota warrior Crazy Horse found himself at a crossroads. His wife had fallen gravely ill, her condition worsening by the day. Desperate to save her, he made a daring choice. He slipped away from the reservation without permission, determined to bring her to the safety of her parents' home. It was a quiet act of defiance, born not of warlust but of love, a husband's refusal to watch his wife suffer. But to the US Army, it was something else entirely. To them, Crazy Horse wasn't just a man, he was a symbol, a wildfire that could reignite the Plains Wars at any moment. General George Crook, a grizzled veteran with no patience for risks, caught wind of the escape and saw trouble brewing. His orders were swift and uncompromising: arrest Crazy Horse before he could vanish into the windswept hills and rally his people once more. What happened next was chaos, a collision of fear and fury. On September 5, 1877, at Fort Robinson in Nebraska, soldiers closed in. Crazy Horse didn't go quietly, he couldn't. This was a man who'd fought at Little Bighorn, who'd defied empires with nothing but courage and a horse beneath him. As they tried to restrain him, he thrashed against their grip, his spirit unbowed even in the face of shackles. In the scuffle, a soldier, some say it was Private William Gentles, drove a bayonet deep into Crazy Horse's side. The blade tore through flesh, a brutal punctuation to a life defined by resistance. Blood pooled beneath him, staining the earth red, but the warrior's fire didn't flicker out just yet. They offered him a cot, a small gesture of mercy as his life ebbed away. But Crazy Horse, ever the rebel, refused. He wouldn't die on their terms, propped up on their charity. Instead, he sank to the floor, his breath ragged, his eyes fixed on some distant horizon only he could see. There, surrounded by enemies yet somehow untouchable, he spoke his last words. Not of surrender, but of a world slipping away. "My father, I am tired. Let me go." By midnight he was gone, a titan felled not by bullets on a battlefield, but by a single desperate stab in the shadows. Crazy Horse's death wasn't just the end of a man, it was the end of an era. The Lakota lost a leader, the army claimed a victory, and the West grew a little quieter. But his story, raw and untamed, still echoes, a reminder of a spirit too fierce to be caged, even in its final moments.